channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with you understanding the human being comprehensively. This is being class 10th, and that, as you know, we had done your class 9 in the last classes, where we have started with, in the last classes we had done your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5. We had even though started with, which is your expansions of harmony from self, that is from self with this understanding the coexistence, and that is we are dealing with the expansions of harmony from the the self to entire existence, that we have to discuss as well. In the last classes, we had done many of the topics in terms of realization and understanding our essentials, the happiness and the harmony with explain that. Before starting with the today's class, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe to our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. So today we're going to start with the question, that is, how can we ensure harmony at individual level? How can we ensure harmony at individual level? So in the same cases for this we have here is on the same case, that the harmony is a self that leads to harmony at all levels of being. This understanding is essential for each of us to live a life of fulfillment and a continuous happiness. Four-step process that leads to harmony in the selves are, which is becoming aware that a human is a coexistence of self and I and the body. Becoming aware that the body is only an instrument of the self and I is the seer, doer and joy, not the body. Becoming aware of the activities of the self's desire, thoughts and expectations, and then put these desire, thoughts and expectation through the test of your own natural acceptance. Understand the harmony at all levels of existence, that leading to the realization and understanding within a turn that is led to the sense of definiteness in our desires, thoughts and expectation. This attainment's harmony leads to clear flow with contradictions or conflicts, where so we have a better understanding on the otherwise understanding of ourselves, our basic aspiration and the way in which we can fulfill these aspirations. Thus we have a better understanding of all things around us and our relationship with all things around those around us. This leads us to a state of being that is your sotantra, and we become a self-organized in our imagination, behavior and work, that resulting in a continuous happiness and prosperity. We'll discuss about another question, which is, what are the solutions to the current problem of human being here? For the same cases, we go ahead, and that has been another question. We talk about it. What are the solutions to the current problem of human being? So, solution to the current problem of human being, that we have to talk about it. In the same cases here, that on studying the existence and place of a man in it, it becomes evident that these problems are not innate to existence or nature. These are due to the absence of right understanding in a man and fulfillment in relationship between the human being, that is, the problems are manifested by man. If man is a cause of the problem, then the source of the solution would also have to be a man. The conduct of units in the material order is based on their constitutions. The conduct of units in the pranic order is based on their seed, and that the conduct of the units in the animal order is based on their breed here. The conduct of human being that is based on their education, that is their sanskar. More specifically, the human being that conduct, recognizing it, fulfilling, depends on their assuming assumptions about the reality and indefinite. If assumptions is right, then the conduct will be right and definite. Assumption can be based on knowing the reality as it is, are not based on knowing that can the assumptions about reality, which is not necessary so. If the assumption is based on knowing, there can be only one right assumption about the one reality, and then the assumption is right, otherwise one is not sure. Due to the lack of the right understanding or due to the incorrect assumption, the human order does not have a definite conduct and is not yet able to ensure mutual fulfillment. This can be seen in the form of problems such as pollution, resource depletion, and extinctions of animals, global warming, and threats to human race on Earth here. In the same case, for talking about it, we'll have to discuss about the part 2, which is being related to the holistic way of living of human being, with all encompassing resolution that covering all four dimensions of human endeavor, that is realization, thoughts, behavior, and work, participation in larger order that leading to the harmony to all the levels from the selves to nature and entire existence as well. In with same cases, we talk about discuss briefly the holistic way of living. Holistic way of living. In holistic way of living here, that each one of us lives at all these levels, myself, family, society, and nature existence, and wants to understand all these levels of our living. We will look into ourselves and identify that our various activities, our choices, thoughts, and desire. This will help us to identify how we think and what we want. As a result, human relationship become possible if we have right understanding, recognition of values, fulfillment, right evaluations, and leads to mutual happiness. We will also, look into the various dimensions of human society, what the comprehensive human goal is, and how this can be achieved. After that, we will study nature, existence, and understand the interconnectedness in nature. When we have our self-investigation, we find out that we want to be in harmony at all levels of our living here. And the same cases, we go ahead further, which is on the basis that has been the harmony in myself, harmony in family, harmony in society, and harmony in nature existence. In a harmony in myself, we have mutual happiness and feeling of prosperity. In harmony in family, we have a mutual fulfillment in relationship and prosperity in the family. In society, there is a fearlessness and undivided society. In nature, we have a harmony in nature, understanding the inherent coexistence as well. Having known this harmony at all levels, that is having understood nature exists, and we can then identify our role in it. This role of human being is nothing but this value, that is the human value, is its participations in a nature existence. We shall see that these human values are natural and universal, thus this is a holistic way of life. Now we'll go ahead with another one, which has been that explain the dimensions that helps to develop visit that is the vision of holistic approach. We'll go ahead for the same. Dimension that helps to develop vision of holistic approach. In same cases for this here, right understanding help us to develop a vision of holistic approach, where by holistic approach we mean that the processes and the technologies adopted by us must be compatible with nature. A holistic model is inherently conducive to the comprehensive human goals. Modern technologies in the child of human brain, all inventions are the result of increasing needs. In order to facilitate the development of holistic technologies, it is indispensable to create a specific criteria for the holistic evaluation of technologies. We have these broad criteria to guide the development of such technologies and systems, caring to appropriate needs and lifestyles, people friendly, eco friendly. In the same case, the modern technologies are creating environmental problems because of the widespread use of natural resources. We are burning fossil fuels and other renewable resources. There is an increasing demand of natural resources worldwide, where and that is the natural resources are depleting very rapidly. There is now increasing demand throughout the world to evolve the alternative renewable technologies and the modes of production as well. Certainly that this is only possible through right understanding and evaluation of human needs. We need to work on renewable energy technologies. We need to research eco-friendly technology for human welfare. When we are making use of technology, we need to take care of the needs of people. We should make our best effort to make a people friendly technology, because technologies are to help people, and this thing needs to be keep in mind while we evolve a system. In modern days, science and technology are not being used only for human welfare, and this is happening in the society because of the lack of right understanding and evaluation of human needs. Instead of making technologies human friendly, we are making it anti-human. For the right utilization of technology, we need to work out about our basic needs through right understanding. Now we will discuss about another one, which is how can harmony in the family is assured. Harmony in the family is assured. So harmony in the family is assured here. Harmony in the family is assured by understanding the four basic principles proposals. First, we must understand the relationships that exist between the one self and the another self, is between, that is between two selves or people here. On the same cases, that secondly, the self has a feeling in the relationship between the two people. Thirdly, these feelings in the self are definite and can be identified with definiteness. Lastly, it is by recognizing and fulfilling these feelings that mutual happiness in a relationship that can be guaranteed. Taking the first proposal, it is important to understand that relationship exists between selves and not between the bodies. The body is just the means to express and receive the relationship with another self. The self alone understands and has feeling. For instance, a person feels trust towards another person, and this understanding is through the self and not the body. There is no way in which the body can be feel this feeling of trust. Similarly, the body cannot understand or have feeling. Feeling are the domain of the self. There are feelings in every relationship and they occur naturally. We cannot create or destroy these feelings. We may try to hide or suppose them, but we cannot change their basic nature, and all this goes on within the self and not within the body. It is also important to recognize that feelings that are definite. This clarity helps the self to have a mutually successful relationship with another self. These definite values are love, affection, trust, respect, etc. Lastly, we must work of recognizing these feelings and identify with them. Based on this understanding, when we work and behave according to those feelings, there is mutual fulfillment for both the selves involved in the relationship, and constant evaluations of a feeling as well as the feeling of another self is also important way of ensuring that there is no gap in the relationship and there is a mutual fulfillment as well. Now we will discuss about trace the steps for personal evaluation in the transitions of holistic alternatives. So we'll discuss about the four steps essential for the personal evolution. First step that is essential for personal evolution here. First is we have your right understanding. Right understanding here. This begins the process of self-evolution through the self-observation and self-exploration. It is achieved when we make a move from being people-friendly to eco-friendly. With the same cases that we have your honesty. Honesty. In same case for the honesty, that sincerity to acknowledge one's ability and dedication to work towards achieving complete understanding. Third is accountability. In same case for the accountability here, realizing one's feeling of responsibility towards the larger human order in light of the right understanding. Talk about the fourth one, which is participation. In same case for the participation here, where efforts to participate in the universal human order according to one's competence, capacity and attitude. We have learned that there is a strong interconnection and coexistence among human being and with nature. Evolution only occurs when there is an appropriate interaction within family, society or nature. When we achieve right understanding, there arises a complementarity between the various levels of nature. Therefore, we can conclude that personal evolution that can take place only when there is interaction between the individuals at the level of family, society and with the nature. Thus, we see it by the feeling of mutual fulfillment, which also plays a significant part in the personal evolution. Thus, a person having achieved the right understanding will become a nucleus of change for the family and the people around them. This will help in gradually changing the ethos of the society. Now we'll discuss about the another one, which is trace the steps for evolution at the level of society in transition to the holistic alternative. Trace the steps for evolution at the level of society in transition to the holistic alternatives. So in the same cases, we have learned that we need to change the dominant world view, that which is based on material comfort and sensory privilege. The customerist and the profit that making attitude will have to be the left behind to make a way for comprehensive human goal to be implemented at all the levels here. So with the same cases, for that it will be on the basis of here like that these transitions can be achieved for by the following steps. The first step will be having here is your promoting the mass awareness and moving towards humanistic education. Promoting mass awareness and moving towards humanistic education. And is the awareness has to be created so that people accept that we need to work towards eco-friendly measures. Individual professionals like engineers, doctor, business managers that should take a responsibility on them to put emphasis upon the importance of human value and professional ethics. Journalists that can also help in creating awareness through their writings as well. We'll get your second one, which is developing holistic model of living. Developing holistic model of living. In this here, that to bring about this transition, we need to develop the holistic technologies, production systems and management models. For this, engineers will have a huge responsibility on their shoulder. They can work towards simple, cheap, efficient, pollution free and renewable resources as a source of energy. The production system that can be the environmental friendly, and that the production process that can made safe for the workers, consumers, and that has been, and also for the nature. Care should be taken to manage industrial waste here. I will talk about the third one, that has been implementing strict policies and social system. Implementing strict policies and social systems. For the same, that with right understanding the economic, social, political system that should be based on the comprehensive human goals, that government officials and legislators that can pass the strict laws for defaulters. The problem we are facing is of urgent global concern, delaying in finding a solution that can be proved to be a threat to our own survival. If we make a dedicated effort to bring about the change in the human consciousness focused on humanistic education and right understanding, we should be able to make this world a better place to live here. We'll go ahead for the next, and that what we have to discuss here, which is about what are the steps of transition from the that is your from the parent state to the holistic alternative at the level of the society here. So we'll go ahead. Steps of transition from the current state to the holistic alternative at the level of society. That what we have to discuss here. Explain. So here in this, the transition is a gradual change for the betterment in the present situation. We need to strive for a better situation we may prove beneficial for us. The main steps towards the transition is adequate realization of the need for the self-exploration. The most important step to effect a transactions in the society is to promote more awareness. This awareness can be brought through interaction among the people and through literature, powerful media. The second step towards the transition is to provide the adequate thrust for carrying our research and development towards involving holistic models of living, which include the development of plastic technologies here. With the same cases here, and that is being that the third step is to amend policies and programs in social system which can create harmony with comprehensive human goal. The most important step which affects the society in the awareness. The people of the society should be motivated to do self-exploration. This awareness can be taught through personal interaction, through media, through books. Not only this, people should given value education. The value education undoubtedly should be introduced from the primary education here. We need to work for the development of holistic technologies. We should keep comprehensive human goals on priority when we work out new models of technology. Our policies, programs, technologies are need to be made for comprehensive human goals. All policies should suit for the holistic world view. Policies are to be carried with right understanding. Transition in the society that can be achieved through the right understanding and through the right evaluation of the human goals as well. In the same cases, we have to discuss about, explain the different aspects of encompassing the resolutions in the human values. What are the four dimensions of human being and four levels of human existence? What is the current state of human being with the four levels of human existence? Realization and understanding are essential for happiness and harmony. Explain, discuss briefly the holistic way of living. Explain the dimensions that helps to develop vision of holistic approach. Trace the step for personal solutions in transition to the holistic alternative as well. So here we're going to end up with this only. And before ending it up, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe to our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than understanding the human being comprehensively and your which is being the human aspiration and its fulfillment, we had done your your sociology and software engineering, and other than that we had done your chemistry, which is of unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6 and unit 7, unit 8, unit 9. Other than that, we are dealing with the logarithms and the elements, symbols, atomic number, molar masses that we had done here. With the respect towards that, we are dealing with the quantitative aptitude, where we had completely started with the arithmetical ability. In that, we had done operations on numbers, SCF and LCM of number, decimal fractions, simplifications, square roots and cube roots, problems on numbers, forms on ages, thirds and indices. And now we had dealing with the percentage as well. After talking about that, we had started with the verbal reasoning, where we had done the verbal reasoning, where we had done your general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In non-verbal reasoning, we had done series analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, dot situation as well. After talking about that, we are dealing with the ER diagram, which has been important. We are dealing with the important ER diagrams that is useful for you all. After talking about that, coming to the subject, which has been the understanding the human being comprehensively, the human aspirations and its fulfillment, where we had done your unit 1, which is introduction. In this, that we had done the basic human aspirations and their fulfillment through the right understanding and resolutions, or encompassing resolution for the human being, its detail and solutions of problems in the light of resolution. Unit 2 we had done, which is understanding the human being and its expansion, which is the domain of the right understanding. Starts from understanding the human being, the knower, the experience, the doer. It extends up to the understanding nature, existence and interconnectedness and coexistence, and finally understanding the role of the human being in existence, human conduct. Unit 3, activities of the self, which we had done your understanding the human being comprehensively, is the first step of the core theme of this course, and that the human being coexistence of the self and the body, and the activities and potentialities of the self, reasons for harmony, contradiction in the self as well. Another we had done your unit 4, which is we had done understanding the coexistence with other orders, the need and the process of the inner evaluation through the self-exploration, self-awareness and self-evaluation, particularly occurring to the activities through the self-realization, understanding the complete contemplations in the self, realization of coexistence, understanding of harmony in nature, and completions of participations of your the human in the harmony, or leading to the that is your comprehensive knowledge about the existence. in Unit 5 talking about it. We had done expansions of human harmony from the self to entire existence, and where we had done understanding the different aspects of all encompassing the resolution, understanding the wisdom, science, etc. Holistic view of the living of the human being, and encompassing the resolution covering of all four of human endeavor, that is being realization, thoughts, behavior, work, participation in the larger order, leading to the harmony to all the levels from the self to nature, entire existence. After that, we have to deal with a different the short answers for all possible questions, all possible unit that has been asked for all possible unit, that has been the unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, and unit 5 as well. So that what we have to discuss here we're gonna end up with, and that has been a huge request to all the viewers to please go to the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion and a comment box. Thank you.